Subscribe now.
Halloween 2018, the follow-up to the original Halloween, essentially the trailer, the highly anticipated one of all my years being a horror fanatic. At my age, really, this is the most anticipated horror film since I don't even know when. It is so exciting. I'm so eager for it. The entire horror community that I'm a part of is all the Facebook groups, Instagram groups, and all my friends, my social circle. Oh, we cannot wait, and it's blowing my freaking mind over how big this movie feels, essentially for the horror community. If you're just into movies in general, Avengers Infinity War, it was amazing. It's like the Empire Strikes Back of my generation. And then you got Halloween in the horror community. And now I'm going to talk about today, I love Halloween. I love Michael Myers. I love slasher films. Friday the 13th is one of my favorite franchises, as well as Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal Lecter ones, and Sleepaway Camp. Those are my big three. But Halloween would be number 4. And oh, it's just so great. Michael Myers is so great. He never says a word, but you just love the guy. And now my first real experience, so I was born in 1995. This is a millennial-based video. My opinion is millennial-related. Just because you're 30 doesn't make you the greatest person on earth. And that, the Halloween 7 that you got to see when it came out in theaters and you just love Halloween 7. Yeah, that's how I feel about other Halloween movies. And you got to accept that that's how other people feel about other Halloween movies. This is how it is. It's the age difference, you know. There's so many factors that go into how much you love a movie. And now my favorite Halloween movie of all time, as I thought of this video idea, someone sent me a message saying, what's your favorite Halloween movie? And you know what? Honestly, the ones I've watched the most, the ones I enjoy the most, the one that still scares me, the one that makes my stomach churn the most is Rob Zombie's first remake. Oh, no, it's not John Carpenter's. The score is great. I remember the first time I ever watched Halloween 1, the original Halloween, I bought it at the Petrocam gas station in my hometown. I lived in a very small town. You had to drive 2.5 hours to the nearest McDonald's, okay? So buying movies was not accessible. But I believe the remake was finally in talks, so the news headlines were popping up. I'd see that on news articles. And I'm like, I want to see the new Halloween. Now, even the video store we had in this small town didn't have any of the Halloweens. It was blowing my mind. I didn't know what to do. And finally, the Petrocam, just out of a whim, really, brought in the first Halloween movie. It brought in the director's cut or the unrated version that went to TV shows as well. So it had like an extra 10 minutes. You don't even notice it. And so I bought it. It was like $20. I saved up my allowance. I went home. I went into my basement room. I closed the blinds. I turned off the lights. It was great. You could not ask for a better setting for a horror film for someone who was about 11 years old at the time. You know, I watched it. Boobs came in at one point. I'm like, yeah. The kills are there. I'm like, yeah. The original Michael kill of him stabbing his sister, it got me. Laurie, at my age, the first movie I saw Jamie Lee Curtis in was Freaky Friday, and after that it was True Lies, so I already knew who this actress was. And it was so cool seeing her so young. But at the same time, it did feel dated, and that's just a thing you deal with when you're my age, rewatching old horror films. I own Psycho on DVD. I love Psycho. But it's different, you know? And most of you can relate, you gotta be honest with yourselves. But no, I enjoyed Halloween. I loved it. I could rewatch it again and again and again. I did not find it scary, though, especially when growing up. Whenever you see top 10 scariest film list, Halloween always pops up in there. And finally, Rob Zombie's remake came out. I was too young to go see it in theaters. My parents would not take me. Finally, it came out on DVD. I went over to my aunt and uncle's house one day. They bought it the day it came out. My aunt loves horror, and she I love you for this. And she put it on for me and my stepbrother at the time. And I'm like, okay, cool, the Halloween remake. I'm so excited. I am enveloped. I am watching this film. And now, again, being my age, Spy Kids was a cool movie. I'm like, oh, that's the kid from Spy Kids, and he's bullying this fatter, blonde-haired, blue-eyed kid, which, as a fat, blonde-haired, blue-eyed kid, I really related. That's something that really gets me about the Rob Zombie remake, is I relate to it. I felt like I was in Michael's shoes at one point. People bash about them going to the background, but I think it's beautiful. Rob Zombie could not have done it much better than anyone else. And so I'm like, oh, I love that actor. I've seen him in a movie, and I'm like, yeah, cool, this is going to be fun. Michael, what you doing? Michael puts the mask on. Beats the living shit out of this actor I enjoyed watching as a kid. beats the living shit out of him. The kid is screaming for help, screaming Bloody Mary, begging for his life, and it felt real. Even rewatching it older, it still feels real. It's like, hey, actor, scream for your life. He did so well at that. And it made my stomach churn. I felt nauseous watching the scene. It haunted me. I was at a point in my life where I didn't think there was many horror films left that could give me nightmares. This scene did. Oh my god. Michael's first kill. I did one of my first videos ever. I stand by this ever since I've seen it. One of the most extreme kills I've ever seen in movies that stuck with me is Michael's first kill in the Halloween remake when he kills the bully. It's gruesome. It's gritty. It feels real. That's what it would look like if you beat a teenage boy to death with a stick, in my humble opinion. Frick, that's brutal. Now rewatching it, I've rewatched this one quite a bit. I've rewatched it more than the original Halloween, to be honest. Again, just newer movies, newer cinema, you get like better production design, better cameras, better color, better this, better that. It just happens. It's evolution, really. And so Michael eventually gets to a point where it becomes the original Halloween. And, oh, those kills are just so gritty. They're so much more realistic. To go to Halloween 2, I skipped school one day to watch it in theaters. And when Michael's first kill in the second Halloween remake, he's stabbing that nurse and you feel it. The theater, the entire building was shaking. Those stabs were so intense. You cannot say that about any of the original Halloweens. And that kills me. I do. Okay, when you get Halloween 2, I prefer some of the original Halloweens a lot more. And so to go back to the first Halloween, by the time it gets to like Michael in today's versions, yeah, a lot of it was recycled John Carpenter stuff. But when it came time for kills, oh my god, Laurie's parents got effed right off. It was, you didn't get that in the original one. It's just some cheerleaders getting killed, some of them in slightly worse ways. But no, in Rob Zombie's remake, every single kill, you feel it. And I don't know, just with this today's day and age, with how horror's gone with torture porn and this and that and remakes and all that, you can't just have a babysitter being stalked by a masked man. We've seen that, we've heard it a million times. So to show us kills that make you feel, it's incredible. And so with that evolution of the first Halloween to the remake to the 2018 follow-up sequel to original, it's gonna be something else. I'm probably gonna watch the trailer tomorrow. I just love horror. Even if the film is terrible, I'm still gonna watch it 20 times over and just enjoy it. And yeah, so to answer the question of the guy who asked me what's my favorite Halloween film, just because I have the feelings for it, Rob Zombie's remake is my number one. It's right up there. Rewatchability, I've just rewatched most of them in the franchise. I still need to rewatch 4, 5, and 6. Then we got H2O, and then John Carpenter's original, and then somewhere in there, probably in the top 5, I'd probably have Halloween 2, the remakes. I love that one. Frankly, I love all of them. I just rewatched Halloween Resurrection, the one where Michael Myers gets his ass kicked by a braided rapper, I forget his name. I still enjoy it. Why? I'd rather take Michael Myers in a horrible film killing people than just modern horror films in general. It's so great. You got a character you love. Okay, to reword it, I'd rather have Michael Myers killing people in some shitty B-rated horror film than some typical ghostly slasher film that comes out today. And, oh my god. I watched a lot of straight-to-DVD slasher films. They're brutal. Just give the guy William Shatner a mask. I'll love it a lot more. Thank you all so much for putting up with me. Please comment down below your thoughts on the upcoming Halloween movie. Do you feel Rob Zombies is underrated? Overrated? Is the original Halloween overrated? Don't forget to subscribe. And seriously, I'm so excited for the upcoming Halloween movie. It's going to be awesome, guys. Thank you so much.